Hello, and first of all, thanks for the opportunity. My name is María del Rosario Caamaño de Laos. I am a foreign languages teacher graduated from Universidad del Magdalena. I currently have a C1 English level certificated by TOEFL ITP, and I also had the opportunity to learn Italian during an academic exchange in Italy at Università di Verona, where I obtained a B2 certification in the language. Regarding my professional experience, I have worked as an English teacher with different types of populations, from children to adults, that is children, teenagers, and adults in different educational contexts. I currently work at the Centro Colombo Americano de Santa Marta, where I teach to teenagers and adults mainly. And I also work as a high school teacher at Colegio Jorge Eliezer Gaitán. I have also worked as a teaching assistant and English monitor for General English 3 subject at Universidad del Magdalena, and as a teaching assistant for the subject English 101 for Talento Magdalena population. I would like to become part of the Center for Plurilingualism because Universidad del Magdalena has had a great impact not only on my academic and professional life, but also in the personal aspect. And I think by working here, I can contribute and give back to the university all the things that I have learned and all the benefits that I have taken advantage of, and also help other people who come from difficult contexts such as mine, because I come from a town and I know very well how it feels to struggle with the language. And I think this is a great opportunity to help other people to understand the language better and overcome some difficulties that they may have. Also because I consider this a great opportunity to continue growing in my area of expertise. And among all the populations that I have worked with, university students has always had my attention because it's the population that I enjoy the most, and I like the academic environment at the university. In my teaching practice, I see assessment as a continuing process, and I mainly evaluate my students through ongoing observation and focusing on their learning process and participation in practical activities. But I also use formal evaluations to measure their learning outcomes at the end of a unit or at the end of their learning process during a period. And as for feedback, I like to make expectations clear because this allows the students to understand what is expected of them, from them, and they can try to meet all the evaluations criteria that I set beforehand. And as for feedback, what I try to do is to highlight their progress, but I also try to be clear about the areas that they can continue improving. When it comes to a difficult situation that I have faced as an English teacher, I would say one of the most difficult ones has been working with the students who initially showed little interest or motivation toward learning English. And to address this situation, what I did was precisely try to connect the classroom activities to their interest and everyday context. This by, for instance, providing them with examples that they can understand better depending on their context, to make the learning process more meaningful and engaging for them. And I think by doing this, they can feel more comfortable and they gradually start participating more and feeling more engaged with their own learning process. That would be it. Thanks for everything, and thanks for the opportunity again.